Hello everybody, and welcome to another installment of the Broken Controller Club. I'm your host Ed, and as always I'm going to remind you to leave a like and a follow so that I can feel good about myself the next time I jog by the neighborhood kids and they throw rocks at my face. Today we're going to do something a little bit different, and I promise I'm not ever making that joke again, and that is the video review of Lumines Remastered on the PlayStation 4. If you're not familiar with Lumines, it's a block puzzler with an emphasis on dance and electronic music that originally came out on the PSP in 2004 and did well enough to receive several other installments afterward, one of which is my fave Lumines Electronic Symphony for the PlayStation Vita. This, as you can wildly guess, is a remaster of the original PSP game with some extra bells and whistles, which we'll get into shortly. You're going to first notice there's several game modes available in the form of challenge, skin edit, time attack, puzzle, mission, versus CPU, and two-player battle. Each one, with the exception of puzzle, revolves around creating combos of as many single-color 2x2 blocks as you can. Challenge is the bulk of where most players will be, as every few levels they unlock new skins, which are backgrounds and songs. Fun part about this is that while the gameplay doesn't change, you'll automatically see and hear new sights and sounds as you progress to the game's goal of level 100. The tempo changes with each song, which will affect how you play as well. I will say that by the time I creeped up on level 30, I thought I'd been playing for at least an hour and was starting to get bored. I don't really see myself being patient enough to hit level 100. Skin Edit is the grossly named mode where you can shuffle or handpick the skins you've unlocked in challenge and play them in any order you want. Personally, I didn't spend much time in this because, while some of the songs were catchy, I just didn't really care to hear any of them that much. Also, as a side note, I'm really bad at this game, and maybe the good music is at the end. The rest of us losers end up getting that Shake Your Body song stuck in my head. Time attack is where your goal is to clear as many blocks as you can before the time runs out. I'm sure nobody saw that coming at all. Puzzle mode, in all honesty, made me want to break my controller and scream at my cats. You have to make specific shapes, and quite simply put, I couldn't do it. Not one. I sat there for about 30 minutes playing the first puzzle repeatedly until I walked away. It's probably not that hard, and more likely that I am, in fact, an idiot. I looked at videos online of people playing it with no problems, which further reinforces my idiot theory. Mission mode, however, I liked a lot. You're tasked with creating combos to clear blocks in a certain amount of moves. I really enjoyed playing around with the possibilities to see what worked out and what didn't, and as odd as this sounds, it reminds me a little bit of the trial mode in Street Fighter 4 and 5. Versus CPU and two-player battle are just battle modes. You clear blocks, which pushes the border closer to your opponent, and when they score, it pushes it back to you. So it's kind of like a big tug of war. Somebody will poop the bed enough times that the other person is going to win. It was just okay. So what's changed? Well, basically it's just been re-released for this console gen in HD and 4K. It's a new coat of paint. If you played the original, then you'll notice that the chain blocks, which are those special ones that link to all adjacent same color blocks, now activate immediately, where my understanding is that in the original you could save them and use them at a later time. Also, you can use the rumble to feel the beat of the songs. I'm not a big rumble guy, so I got no value out of this. Also, just an aside, but I would have enjoyed them adding the ability to unlock songs via XP levels, like in Lumines Electronic Symphony, instead of having to actually progress to level 100 to get everything unlocked, at least that's unlocked in that mode. So that way the rest of us that are really terrible at this game can still see and hear what the game has to offer. So what's my verdict? It's a fun puzzler that looks great and sounds okay, but at the end of my playtime, I felt like despite all the different modes, I was just doing the same thing over and over again, which I really started to notice after just a little while. This is something I rarely notice with other puzzle games, or even with Lumines Electronic Symphony, and I know that I've mentioned that game a lot. But honestly, playing this just made me want to dust off my Vita and play that version of Lumines again. And that is it for today, everybody. Once again, leave me a like and a follow, spay and neuter your pets, eat your vegetables, and be nice to your grandmother. This is Ed with the Broken Controller Club, signing off until next time. Do you like what you see? Or did you lose a bet and have to subscribe to your most hated channel on YouTube? Do you feel sorry for me? Be sure to ding that sexy subscribe button before changing channels, as I have no shame, will take whatever I can get. Thanks again for watching.